Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to part 8 of building a Django Python e-commerce website. So, in this video, we're going to create the registration form for our website. So, let's go ahead and do that. So, I'm going to open up VS Code, and then I'm going to go to the views.py, and then down here, I'm going to create a new view. I'm going to call it def register. And this is going to be a request. So as I explained in my previous videos, and what we're going to do is, we're going to first import a built-in creation form. So import, no wait, actually from Django dot configuration dot authorization dot forms, we're gonna import the user creation form. So this is a built-in Django form. So I'm gonna say if the request has a method of post. So if post is a method, so if the method of the request is post, I'm gonna say the form is going to be the user creation form with a request dot post, and then I'm gonna check if this form is valid. So if this form is underscore valid, what we're gonna do is we're gonna save this form, and then we're gonna redirect the user. So let's import redirect, and then we're gonna redirect the user to the login page. But we'll design the login page later. So let's just say login, and then now what we're gonna do is I want to say else if the form is not valid. Oh, actually, this else should be here. Okay, anyways, so if else, um, the form is going to be the user creation form, and then we're gonna pass the context. So context equals to the form for this form, and then now we're gonna return the render with a request, and then base slash we're gonna call this one register.html, and then we're gonna pass in the context. Okay, so now in our templates and in base, let's create a new file. Let's just call this register.html. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna first extend this with the base.html. So extends, okay, wait, I have a extends base.html. This should be dot slash base.html, and then the block content, and then we're gonna end the block content. So end block content. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is in here I'm gonna say form class equals to text dash center, and then I'm gonna say method equals to post. So now from the views it's gonna check if that method is post, and then yeah. So now over here we're gonna say form. Okay. So once we do that, and also we need a CSRF token for security purposes. So once we do that, and now, oh, we forgot to create the URL for this, so let's go ahead and do that. Path, and then that, and then the path register /, and then views dot register, and then the name is also going to be registered. So now I'm gonna go into the base.html, and over here I'm gonna add, instead of services, I'm gonna add register. So this is going to be a URL to the register. And now I'm gonna change this to register. And also in the register.html, which is right here. I'm gonna say, like, before we do the registration form, I'm gonna add an H1 tag, and I'm gonna say registration form. And then also we need the button. So input class equals to btn dash primary, and then type will be submit. And that's all we need to do. Now let's go back and hit refresh, and I was going to register, and as you can see we have our register. But let's give some space between this and the button. So let's go down and let's add a few break tags. So this is how we add break tags. So break, and then I'm gonna add like 3. So let's hit refresh, and okay, so let's add just 2. So 2 should be good enough. Yeah, that's enough. And now let's move this registration form to the center. So to do that, let's just say align equals to center. If I do that, and then if I go ahead and refresh, so let's give also a little bit of space between this and the form. So the break tag, and then yeah, so refresh. Okay, there we go. That looks good. So if we register a new user, it's gonna redirect us to the login page. So, but also before we go ahead and do that, for our database, we're gonna need a super user. So, for example, if I go to the um admin, so okay, looks like it's not running. Let's go ahead and make sure it's running. Now we want to be able to log in here. So to do that, what we have to do is we have to create something called a super user. So if I run it, we did our migration. Well, let me go ahead onto the admin panel. Command Z. Okay, let's say Python manage.py create super user. So I'm just gonna go ahead, type in my credentials. Oh, okay. So this means this thing that username is already taken, which means we have already created a super user. So probably in our previous video. So that's why. Okay, we don't need to create a super user. So if you don't remember what your credentials were, you could just go back and check. So I'm just gonna go ahead and log in with those credentials. So oh yeah, we have already created a super user for this. Okay. So the product, and then for the users we have on us, and so let's say if I register in our website, so if I go back and go to the register, let's say I add a new user Jake, and then I just say his password, and then I just confirm that password, and then I click on submit. So it's saying that we don't have to log in, but if I go into my admin panel, into users, as you can see, we have a new user called Jake here. So the users will get saved into the database. So our current database right now is db.sqlite3, but we're gonna change it to Postgres later at the end or something. Okay, so let's go ahead. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Oh wait, also let's just remove this in the center also. So let's go ahead into the home.html. So I'm gonna say, so this is the class of the product count. Okay. Um so for the product count, we're in the product dash list.css. Where's the product count? Product count. I'm gonna let me do command F. Let's see if there's okay, no, command F here, and let me check if there's a product count. Okay, so it's not here, which means that we didn't do it there. So class, instead of just doing product count, we could just say, oh yeah, we could leave it at as product count. And what I could do here is I could just say div class equals to text dash center. So then I could end that div tag over here. Now if I go back and refresh, so as you can see, this is in the center now. Um, so I think that is pretty much. Wait, let's also move these products in the center. It looks kind of weird, so I'm just saying. So I'm gonna say align will be the center. Refresh. So all that went in the center. That was not supposed to happen. So let me go ahead remove that. What we were supposed to do is okay, so in the for the product item, so wait, let me just wrap this up in one whole div so we don't have to keep so I'm wrapping the whole thing up in one div, so we're gonna keep going. Let's see, where does this tag end? So it ends from here, so we're gonna wrap up the div right here. So now let's go back, let's hit refresh. Okay. So it's still the image is not moving, so I'm just gonna remove that div. Actually, I don't even like it like that, so I don't even want the image to stay here. If you guys want, just go ahead into the process list.css and then just add, whatever you want for that. So I just like it how it is. So wait, let me just move this also. Let me just refresh, and now everything is all back. So this is all it. So we just had to delete registration form. So thank you guys very much for watching. Like the video if it was good, and I'll see you guys in another YouTube video.